You have ever had one comment and it stayed in your mind all the day. One word, one criticism, and suddenly your confidence drops. Here is the truth. Criticism is not the problem. How your response is to this criticism is where we have a problem, and it is what determines how you respond and how you act in future. I want us to share how criticism can either become a tyrant to you, or it can become a teacher that helps you grow. We are discussing about criticism, one of the things that we encounter on a daily basis. And this criticism, is it our teacher who helps you grow, or is it a tyrant that controls you? We will learn together as we continue. Criticism is everywhere. You will get it from your parents, you will get it from your teachers, you will get it from your friends, and even your boss will give it to you. Even strangers online who do not know you, they will criticize you, and they will also give you ways on how you should be doing. And when this criticism comes, unfortunately, it makes us either play small, it can make us to stop trying, and it can even make us stop growth. And this is when criticism becomes a tyrant and it takes control of your life. It shouldn't be that way, and it shouldn't be able to stay like that. So remember, criticism on its own is neutral. It is not good, neither is it bad. It is a neutral situation. Its power depends on one thing. How do you examine it? How do you absorb it? And how do you respond to it? So when criticism is unexamined, then it controls you. So every time that you get criticized, how do you respond to that? There are bad ways of responding to criticism, and there are good ways of responding to criticism. And I want us to look at criticism critically so that it does not become a tyrant in our lives and then controls us. But we want it to be a teacher and helps us to grow. This is when someone criticizes you, how do you respond? I can tell you, you are stupid. Then you can start defending yourself, start showing me how you are not stupid. But the truth is, that is reaction. How do you respond? The easiest way is to tell the person who has told you this, tell me what makes you think that I'm stupid. Or you can just, if the person is saying it in a very emotional way, just respond and say, I'll take that into consideration. I know this is difficult because criticism hurts. It makes you feel embarrassed. It makes your emotional change. So the first thing is pause. When criticism comes, most people will react fast. They want to fight. They may shut down. They may believe what has been said, and they feel very disappointed, and they may feel very hurt. When you pause and take a breath, then wait for a moment, then you'll be able to respond in a better way, and this will protect you and makes you respond with clarity. Then after you respond with clarity, then what do you do after this? Assess the criticism. Before criticism enters your mind, ask yourself 3 questions. What are these 3 questions? What is the source? Sometimes someone who doesn't even know you, you may just be met by a stranger and he tells you you are poorly dressed. This person does not know you. He has no idea who you are. He's not sure of what you are dressed for. So it may be possible you are dressed to do a comedy somewhere. And then because he said you are not properly dressed, you make this spoil your whole day. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know what you are dressed for. Why should it bother you? Unfortunately, it does bother us. So who is speaking? Then the next question that you ask yourself, how qualified is this person? I've just talked of a stranger who has told you are not properly dressed. He does not know what you are dressed for. He does not know what is the function you are going for. So how qualified is he to make such a comment? He's not at all. So do they know what they are talking about? And then the third question you ask yourself, what are the circumstances? If your wife is annoyed with you and tells you you never care about me, it does not mean that you always don't care. It means that there are things that you do that make you look like you don't care. But because of the anger, because of the emotions attached to the situation for now, he says you always don't care. Of course, that is not a true statement when you look at it critically, because definitely there are times that you do things that makes you caring. But at this particular time, because of the emotions, you did something that makes you show that you don't care. So does that voice require equal weight? And is it the truth? So after you have calmed down, now assess the criticism and look at it critically. And you ask the hardest question, apart from the heart. Because in every criticism, you get hurt, you get embarrassed. But there could be some truth, even a small percent of the truth. Most of the criticism, 95% of it is hurting. But there could be something small that could help you grow. For example, if I take the example of the criticism that I've told you, that you are not properly dressed, possibly I could think and see the way I'm dressed. Possibly I did not give it a lot of thought. I possibly should be taking more time and looking at how I match my clothes so that I look better presentable. This will help you to grow better. It will help you to look good, and this can help you. The other type of criticism, for example, is someone who tells you, you are too fat, we don't want to hear this, or you are too big. It is hurting, it is demeaning, and we feel hurt by that statement. But when you look at it critically, you may think, yes, I think I am growing too big, and this could hurt my health. So possibly I need to look at my diet. I need to look at the way I exercise. I need to look at how am I taking my healthy pillars to be able to live healthy. So this could be feedback, and this could be a pointer that you need to change direction and possibly live better. So every criticism has 3 parts. The heart. How does it make you feel? Acknowledge it. I feel very hurt by what you have said. I feel annoyed by what you have said. But don't react. Learn to respond. Then every criticism comes with the noise. There is the exaggeration. There is the anger. There is the bias. When I say you are never caring, that is meant to hurt you. That is meant to make you to diminish you. But that should not happen. So that is the noise. So discard it. Do not let it stick on you. Do not let it affect the decisions that you make in future. Then there is the nugget, and this is what I want you to get, that in every criticism, when you look at it critically, there is that nugget, there is the gold that I want you to get. If your wife or your spouse tells you you are not caring, there are things that you do in your life that shows that you don't care. You can look at this as an opportunity for me to change the way I treat my spouse and treat them better. You have an opportunity to improve the way you treat your spouse and become a better person for the sake of the other person, for the sake of your relationship. That is the small truth. That is the nugget. And this is where growth is found. So wisdom is knowing what to keep. Do you keep the noise? Do you keep the heart? Or do you keep the nugget? Someone tells you you are not disciplined. Do you believe this fully? Pause, filter, look at the three parts of that statement. When someone tells you you are not disciplined, of course it diminishes you. He has looked at me and felt me that I'm a person who is not disciplined, who does not behave well. The way it is could say it, the tone of the voice could be hurting. But when you look at it critically, there are things like I supposed to spend my time doing some video recording. Instead of doing that, possibly I'm on the streets talking to people. That is not discipline. So I can look at it, it's like, yes, I should be doing what I'm supposed to be doing at this time. So if I look at myself, I come for meetings early, I don't finish my work on time, I'm not disciplined. So I need to work on that. I need to focus more. So the noise tells you never do anything right. But the nugget is there are things I can do to improve the way I do things. Now criticism becomes a teacher. When does criticism become a tyrant? It keeps you controlled, and this is when you accept it without thinking. You accept it at the face value. It prevents you from trying what could improve you, what could better your relationships, what could make you start a business. Someone might tell you you'll never succeed in your life. I mean, the person is not God. He has no control about what is going to happen to us in the future. Yes, we may have done things at this particular moment that makes us not succeed. But nobody, I tell you, nobody has the capacity to determine your future performance. It's only yourself. But if you allow the criticism of others, it can keep you down. It can make you play small. When you keep remembering, he told me I'll never succeed in anything. So when you try something, it fails. Yes, he said it. Actually, I cannot succeed in anything. The bad thing is about criticism. It sticks with us. It sticks with us. It keeps replaying in our minds unless we know how to digest it. And I've just shown you how to digest criticism. So do not confuse emotions with the truth. Do not take what has been said at its face value. You let unqualified voices define you. That is how people stay stuck. When criticism becomes a teacher. Criticism helps you when you pause, when you filter, when you extract the nugget, and when you decide to improve. Handled well, criticism builds, it makes your mind stronger, it helps you make better decisions, and it makes your growth faster. So remember, never obey criticism you haven't examined. Never reject criticism that you have not examined. Examine it first, then decide what is good for you. You are not defined by the opinions of others. It is the decisions that you make that define your life. You are not broken by words from others. You have control on what you do with what others say about you. Criticism does not control you. Your response controls you. Choose growth, choose wisdom, examine every criticism, and let it be a teacher to you. Get the nugget and make it help you be a better person. If this has helped you, like this video. Subscribe to the Wealth and Health channel at the Wellness Health. Share it with someone who is overwhelmed and has been incapacitated because of past criticism. Drop a comment in the comments section and tell me what topic you think I should cover next. What should it be about? Rejection, discipline, confidence. Let's grow together. We meet in the next video. I'm Dr. Derito.